further and further. We'll talk about stuff here, and then it was I think, did you meet Laura on the Friday?
I think it was a Saturday, you know. I'm not sure.
He went, I can meet you on the Sunday, so I don't get where that's completely like 25th. So if you think about it, it would have been after the date.
That's the thing. And just to respond to that, I'm not interrupting you, sorry, Brooklyn.
No, fine.
To interrupt you, someone said they're trying to show Jack's platform and behaviour. Yes, that's what we're trying to do. We're not, me and Brooklyn don't want clout. I don't anyway. And someone said, boring now, but good go, guys. EQ's not paid us anything, babe. She's not paid me anything, babe. I don't need the money. So EQ's not done anything. All I'm trying to do is show, like EQ is showing, it's a classic thing where, like Jack did to me, which I've got the WhatsApp showing, because he was we all know the job that Jack does. Jack was trying to move in. I live in Newcastle. Jack lives in Oakham, which is in Leicestershire. So what, 2.5, 3 hours away? Jack was trying to move in with me in Newcastle to get away from that life, which is what he did with EQ. And that's what he's trying to do with Laura. So what we are trying to do is say to Laura, don't let him do that to you, because that's what he did to us. That's it. There's no problem. And it's sad the fact that he's got Brooklyn involved. What age are you, Brooklyn? Because you seem quite young.
I'm 19.
Yeah, she's 19. Jack's 20. I'm 30. Well, I'm 32. I'll be 33 this year. She's bloody 19. And do you know, that annoys me even more? The fact that she's 19 and he's 28 and he's picking on somebody that's 19. That is disgusting, in my opinion. Like, no. You just don't do that.
Someone's put, why bring it up when they're on holiday together? I think it's being brought up because of his behaviour, because it reminds like, with people being exes with him, it's bringing up what it used to be like with them.
It's not even about, who cares if they're on holiday? They could be in fucking Blackpool, it doesn't matter. Nobody cares. They are where they are. The reason why it's been brought up, and I'll make this a very good point, is because they keep talking about EQ. That's why it's been brought up. It's not been brought... If they went on holiday and had a good time and lived their life, had a wonderful time, they brought up EQ and they brought up trans and whatever you want to say, they brought it up. They brought it up. Did EQ mention it? No, they did. So that's why it's a problem. So don't come on here and say, oh, what, they're on holiday, what? So that gives them a free pass to, like, be transphobic. No, it doesn't. Wait, I'm just sorry, Brooklyn. Wait there. It says FP's
Hey, that's good. That, how long's that been?
Sorry?
What are you going to do with it?
Oh, wait till I drop this person because I can't understand. Wait there, I think...
You can get yourself some holiday clothes. What? You can get yourself some...
Oh, wait there, I'm dropping her because she sounds like she's having married with her boyfriend. I don't know. I just think, like I said, there's no love lost between me and EQ. I'm not sticking up for EQ. I'm not here to support her. I'm here to support just the general vibe. That's it. And Laura deserves to be with somebody that loves her because she is a really lovely person. I'm not saying she's not, but she's with somebody that is going to F her over, and she doesn't deserve that. So all team Shep and that in here, I've got no hate for Laura. She's a lovely, lovely person, but she's going to get hurt by him. She is. He hurts everyone that he's with. He's a horrible person. So why not private? Why not private? Because Laura brought it to the app. Laura mentioned me. Laura mentioned EQ. Laura mentioned everything else. Like, it's not me bringing it to the app. I'm responding. Yeah, Nick, ages ago. But was it not still hurtful, Nick? TSY, who's obviously in Laura's team. Would you appreciate being called a tramp? Would you? Why not tell him? Why now? Because I've told now because of what he said about EQ on holiday. I've just said that a million times. Laura knows what Jack said to me. If she's got access to a Snapchat and whatever else, she'll have seen it. And that's what I'm trying to say. Laura deserves better. I'm not saying anything bad about Laura. Laura said the most awful things about me and EQ. Am I sat here slating Laura? No. I'm sat here saying she deserves someone better than Jack. That's it. That's all I'm saying. She's a beautiful, beautiful woman and she deserves better. Jack, as I've said before, and as EQ said before, Jack wants somewhere to live. That's it. No, I'm not kicking her when she's down because I've not said anything bad about Laura. I've not. Sour grapes, babes. You couldn't pay me to go back with Jack. I'd rather fucking sleep with a homeless person. I would not want to be with Jack. Thanks very much. I think everyone forgets Jack doesn't have a job. Jack's got nothing to offer. He lives in a house share with like 3 other men. He's got nothing. He does what he does for a job. He's got no money. And by the way, you know when he's on live saying Jack has a job, yeah, we know what his job is. Jack, when he's saying on live, saying, oh, I'll pay for everything. Who paid for everything when I was with him? Who paid for everything when EQ was with him? Both of us. We paid for everything. I paid for every single thing when I was with Jack. Jack got me nothing. And same with EQ. Well, who cares? Go out the live. Yeah, he does pay for everything. Well, it seems he pays for everything with Laura. I'm telling you that when I was with him, he didn't pay for me. What did he say, Sam? Sorry. Well, we know Jack's got a lot of debt. We know he has. No, naughty, nasty space. I'm not saying men should always pay. And neither am I saying that, Kelly. I'm saying that it was not 50-50. I paid for half and half. But what I'm saying is, when he's with Laura, he says he pays for everything. And I'm saying that when we were together, he paid for nothing. Oh, she's live. Invite her to the live. I'm not, but I've got nothing. I don't care. I'm not bothered. He's messaging Brooklyn, bless her, who's 19, a teenager. And I don't mean that in a bad way, Brooklyn. Don't think I'm saying that in a bad way.
No, you're fine.
Brooklyn's a young girl. She's a young girl that's still learning about herself, still growing and still developing. And Jack's messaging her. That is disgusting. I'm 32, EQ's 37. We're both in our 30s. We know what happens. We know how men work. We've done it for the last fucking 15, 16 years. Me, 32. 16, 15 years. EQ's done it for a bit longer. Like, that's the problem. And he's messaging someone like Brooklyn who's young, gorgeous, a teenager. Why is he messaging her? Why is he messaging her?
And he was going like, because obviously I do spicy, when I want to collab with you, and then that thing came out with Evil Queen, and then he was like, I don't want to do it no more, which will respect. I said, you don't have to, this and that. And then he was like, I'll come down to Barnsley, which is where I'm from. And he was like, I'll come and get an hotel, I'll stay there a couple of nights, this and that.
And the thing is, he's just... I can't even explain. Carissa, watch your motive real talk. Motive is to spread awareness on Jack. End of story. Request Laura. How do I request Laura? Let's have some fun. Where is she? I think I probably got her. Oh no, I think I've got her blocked right there.
I don't think she's live because I've just checked. I don't think she's live.
Is she live, everyone? Oh wait, I've got her blocked. Wait there. Wait there. Tell Laura, if anyone's in Laura's live, tell her to come on and speak to us. And I'll speak to her. I've got nothing to hide. Because I can't request her. Because I've unblocked her, but I can't request her. But if she comes in here, I'll talk to her. No, I can't request her. So I've unblocked her. So I went into my settings, blocked accounts. She's not in my blocked accounts now. Oh, wait there. I'll remove...
She is live.
She's on holiday, leave her alone. I'm not... No, people are asking me to speak to her. I'm not requesting her. I'm saying I will speak to her if she wants to speak. If she doesn't want to speak, we don't need to speak. No, I can request the people in boxes because I'm looking at me request list now. Oh, Pamela Barnes, stop pretending that your requests, your intentions are good. They're not really. What are my intentions, Pamela Barnes? What are they? Oh, Pamela Barnes is here. Let's see what Pamela Barnes has got to say. Go on, Pam. Pammy, go on. Oh, Pam's gone.
A bit of stage fright, yeah.
Oh, she's quick to say whatever she wants to say. Honestly, like everyone can say that she's crying. I don't want her to be crying. That's not what I want. Like, I genuinely don't. So I don't want her to be upset. Pammy or Pam, it wasn't meant to be an insult, Pamela, thanks. Tracy, what have you got to say? Tracy, Genevieve, well, that's thing, Sylvia. It's nothing about Shep. She's a gorgeous woman. I wish nothing but the best for her. She seems so lovely. I love the whole animal vibe. What I'm trying to do, and as EQ is doing, is trying to tell her what Jack's behaviour's like. This is what Jack does. Jack goes, gets beat up, goes in a bender, and needs saved. And that's what I tried to do to him. He nearly moved in with me in Newcastle. I've got the messages to show it. Him saying that he would move in with me in my house that I own.
I bet so that's the only time he used to message me when he used to be on the snow.
Yeah. He would say that he wanted to move in with me, start a new life. Also, I've got my own house, whatever else. Hi, Mel. How are you? Oh, oh. Let's get rid of Mel. Mel sounds like she's been sick, bless her. What's Shep doing now, everyone? What's happening with Shep?
She's currently just getting ready. And she's not saying one word.
Also, for the record, Rosie, with you, I don't actually agree with exposing them, just not in here. Where else am I meant to expose in Pamela Bands?
And it's not like Laura would answer me either. Especially...
Do you know what? If I make someone mod, if I make someone a mod, can they request people? Because I can't do it, sorry. Pamela, I did do it direct to Laura and she blocked me. So, Pamela, you're starting to annoy us now because I've already repeated this 3 times. I reached out to her. So don't say that I've not tried to. I have, and she ignored me. She called me a tramp on TikTok. She doesn't know me. All I've done is support her and Jack. But anyway, forget it. If I make someone mod that's decent, can they request people? Because I don't know how to do it. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, we'll go with you, Cost. Wait there. Let me try and make you mod. Wait there. Add moderator. Manage guests more. Right, Costy, I've done it here. Oh no, Sally, I've sent EQ a lot of things, so EQ's got a lot of information, let's say. But Costy, feel free to fucking request whoever. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Scott Chegg, who the fuck is this? Taurian, yes, he was messaging me. He messaged 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago on Snapchat. Who's this Scott Chegg?
It's like everyone's just coming in and not saying anything. It's quiet.
Right, can someone invite Tori into the box? Because I can't be all typing. Oh, me like acrylics are like killing me right now. Taurian, have you joined the box? I'll show you the emails.
Yeah, hello. Hey, all right.
Right, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Right, let me show you the emails. Obviously, we don't know it. By the way, everyone, we don't know each other. We just
Yeah.
Effects, green screen. Oh, wait there. I need to make. Sorry, Brooklyn. I need to make my thing bigger again. Wait there. Wait there.
Gotta just make yourself a big screen.
How do I make myself a big screen now?
Click on your box, and then there should be like a little box, like a little square thing. Just say like expand.
Oh, it was there before. Settings. Oh, wait there. Oh, wait there.
Oh
You
no.
need to leave and join back so it'll put you on first.
Yeah, do that. And then we accept you. Right.
But
That's
change
that.
now. Put the boxes back to the normal layout that you had before so we can see properly.
This is complicated, Joy.
I know.
Okay. Switch.
Okay, yeah. I'm writing to you here as I have no other means of contacting you. I just needed to make sure that you're okay. I don't care about anything or anyone else. I just care about you. It doesn't matter to me whatever you are, who you are. I'm sure there is good reason as to why you've had to do what you've had to do. I just know that the person I met is the most beautiful and perfect woman in the world, regardless of everything. I just want you to know how much I appreciate it. I love you so deeply. Like, I'm not... Oh, whoa. I don't care about the stupid date I was going to go on. How can I go meet someone else when the only person I think about is you? I love you with every last little grain of my body. I want this love to last forever. And if you'll let me in, then I'm going to spend the rest of my life trying to make you feel like you're the most special girl in the world because... Oh...
And then it goes to...
Oh, wait, this was in February, no? What's that? Was you
two days before we met Laura.
Oh, 2 days before he met her.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was that. But Brooklyn, that's just been in the box, he was messaging her whilst he was meeting Laura.
What?
So that's the next part of the email. EQ has showed what that Brooklyn got from Jack. But that's the second part of the email.
I don't know. I thought you lot meant like while he's on holiday right now, like he's
Yes, he
messaging.
messaged me 2 weeks ago.
But technically, if he's messaged you 2 days before Laura, he wasn't with Laura at the time.
He messaged me 2 weeks ago, Taurian.
Oh, 2 weeks ago.
On Snapchat when he was on that bender.
Mm-hmm.
You know when Laura kicked off that he was on the bender?
Yeah.
He messaged me 2 weeks ago on Snapchat.
Oh, have you got the messages?
No, because it's on Snapchat. I was out with my friends in town in Newcastle. I was in the middle of Filthies, which is a bar. And he said, "What's up?" That's how it started. Didn't reply. So I just looked at it and I was like, what the fuck? What the F to my friends? And they said, so I showed them the message and they went, "How's it going? Really miss you." It was something like that. I was drunk at the time. I can't remember exactly. And then I blocked him. And that was 2 weeks ago when he went on that bender.
I don't know, but I don't know. Like, obviously, I just, yeah, I don't know. From what I've, not to like take the piss out of you, but from what I've seen, it seems like he really likes Laura. Like, do you know what I mean? So I don't know.
No, I agree.
Obviously, I understand you're saying he's messaged you 2 weeks ago, whatever, but without that, we can't, like, do you know what I mean? And Evil Queen's involved, again, like, she just needs to sit up.
She's not involved with me. Me and EQ aren't friends. What I'm saying is, I was really happy for Laura and Jack. I was not bothered. I was like,
Yeah.
good for them. Like, I'm dead happy. Like, they've found happiness.
Yeah.
Said that on lives, whatever. This is weeks ago. I've not been on live in weeks. What annoyed me was when she went on live and called us a tramp for taking his parcel because he got his parcel delivered to my address by accident. But I've not spoke about it. Did I come online 2 weeks ago when he messages? No. I wasn't bothered because that's their relationship. I'm happy for them. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, do their own thing. I'm not bothered. I don't have anything to gain from this. But at the same time, what's annoyed is, so why do now then, Chad? I mean, the reason I'm doing it now is because he's transphobically abusing EQ, somebody that he was with for 8 months, I think it was.
Yeah, but I mean, EQ said the worst. Like, who gives a fuck about EQ? Like, not in a rude way, but bro, like, come on, like, she's the dirtiest. Like, she goes low. She talks about kids, everything. So whatever comes to her, that's her business.
Does she deserve to be transphobically abused though?
If you're gonna be racist and talk about kids and all these things, then it is what it is.
But does she deserve to be transphobic?
Yeah, if you're talking about children and being racially abusive to people on a daily basis, she's even transphobic herself, then yeah, you deserve everything you get. It's that real. Let's be real here. Like, you can't...
I can be real. I'm not.
Like, you can't, Rosie, you can't be racial abusive. You can't talk about children. You can't talk about SA and all these weird things and expect people not to be transphobic or say something
Right.
back to
So
you.
someone's just said in the comment, and this is not me getting at you because I'm not part of this. But you're saying about what's the word? About inserting something into a child.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I didn't say no. I didn't say that inserted the child. I wished her a child because she spoke about my child. She said that I essay my child. So again, you say things about me. You go low. I'm gonna go.
I'm not. I'm saying, does that mean that they're okay to be racist about you?
No, but they were racist to me first. What I said was a reaction.
I can't react. So I don't know. I'm not going to comment.
Yeah, exactly.
So I can't say what's right and wrong. But at the same time, Jack, who's obviously you didn't have an intimate relationship with that person.
No, Jack's just my friend. Yeah.
Jack had an intimate relationship with EQ.
Yeah.
And has now all of a sudden turned and been like, he finds that repulsive. And that's what's annoyed me. That's why I'm saying this now. It's, EQ, I'm not saying I'm not friends with EQ. Me and her, we're never going to be friends. We've said our piece. That's it. We're adults. It's fine. What I'm saying is, I disagree the fact that Jack can be with somebody that has been through a certain lifestyle, a certain process, to be who they are, which is fine. But he can then take the mick out of that. That's what's annoyed me. So I'm not...
But isn't she the same one that posted his whole family on Facebook and posted his job and posted all these types of things? Because she did do that. Because you and him were together.
That's not a characteristic, is it?
Would you can't, it don't matter. You're posting things about his workplace. You're posting his parents. And she done that when he was with you.
Yeah, she did, yeah.
Exactly. So you're posting people's family members, their mum, their dad. Like, what do you actually expect?
But as a jilted ex, as we've all been, we all know what it's like when you're jilted ex. And you feel hurt and you feel triggered and whatever. Yeah. And you do act out. I've acted out and, you do crazy shit. And you, say whatever. And you post whatever. We've all done it. So I'm not saying it's fine, but it's expected. What I'm trying to say is it's nothing to do with that generalization of he said, she said this is where he works. That's fine. That's not a protected characteristic. What he's done is he's attacked the core part of her because of who she is and what she's been through. But he was quite happy to be with her for 8 months. Why is that okay? That's why I'm offended. If somebody said to you, let's say you worked as a postman, I don't know, and they took the piss out of you for being a postman, and you were like, oh, all you do is deliver letters, whatever it was. That's one thing. But then they took the mick out of you for being a lesbian or whatever. Do you know what I mean? That's something different.
1 second, Rosie, because your comments are coming at me. Just 1 sec. Taurian, ask yourself, why did EQ do that? I don't give a fuck about EQ. She can get run over by a bus today. I don't give a fuck. Stop asking me about EQ. I don't care. She's not my master. She's your master, not mine. I don't take shit in my mouth. I listen to everything that EQ says. Okay? So stop asking me about that dragon. Thank you. Carry on, Rosie. Sorry.
No, but what I'm saying is, if someone comes at you for one thing, so someone comes at you and says, I don't know, I hate the top you're wearing, your top's awful, or your trousers are awful, or whatever, that's one thing. But if someone comes at you for something that you can't change, you can't change the fact that you've got black hair. You've got black, from the picture I can see you've got black hair.
Yeah.
You can't change that because that's who you are.
Yeah.
EQ can't change who she is. But Jack was quite happy to sit and do other things with her. I'm not going into detail. That she couldn't change. And he was quite happy to sit and take the money, do whatever he needed to do.
Yeah, but Rosie, can I be honest with you? Do you really care? Like, do you really care that he done that to EQ? Honestly,
I do.
Come on, man, Rosie. You know you don't give a shit.
Why would
You
I
know
not
you
care?
don't care. Like, come on.
Why would I not care?
Because why do you? Like, who's EQ was willing to take you down because you was with him. So why the hell do you give a shit about what? Like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, you're not laying down with EQ and you're not laying down with Jack anymore. So what do you care? Because I promise you, EQ won't be on live defending you like this if it was the other way round.
I'm not. Do you know what? EQ won't be, and I accept that. I'm not saying she will be.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is, me being who I am, I want to be the better person. So whether EQ defends me or not, I don't care. It's fine. I'm an adult.
Yeah. No, I get that.
I'm 32 years old. I don't care. It's fine.
Yeah. No, I get that. I get that. Yeah.
But at the same time, I want to walk away from this knowing that Jack, I like Laura. That's people mistake the fact that I really like Laura. Laura's lovely. Like, she's a lovely person. She's beautiful. She's caring. She's got everything.
Yeah, no, and to be
going
fair,
for her.
Jack's always spoke highly of you as well. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, even when you lot was going through whatever, like, he didn't want no one to have anything bad to say about you or anything like that. Like, that's what I will say. I'm not just saying it because I'm with you, but generally speaking, he generally had not one bad thing to say about you.
Well,
in fact, it was the opposite.
I'll interrupt you there, and I'm sorry.
No, go on. You're fine, babe.
He did, because Laura and Jack did a live or whatever, because Jack mistakenly sent a parcel to my address.
Right.
I was out, it was a bank holiday weekend. I was at a family event, as I put in the comments. I got back, all I did was I got home, there was parcels left on my front doorstep. I kept them into my hallway, didn't even look at them.
Right.
Jack and Laura went on live and called us a tramp, everything else. And then I commented saying, obviously Jack's blocked, but all I said was, Laura, you're not blocked. You could have WhatsApped us and said, I'll send a courier to pick them up. And then she did. And that they did that for clout. And that's what annoyed us, the fact that Laura had the opportunity. She's a grown woman, the same as I am, the same as you are, to do that. I've got no beef with Laura. I don't care. She's happy with Jack. And it's not about EQ. It's the fact that Jack's now with her, and he's now transphobically abusing his ex. Who does that? And no, Karen, we don't wait until she's on holiday. It just so happens she's on holiday.
I'll be honest though, even when he wasn't with Laura, he said things about, like, I just don't think, do you know what it is, Rosie, yeah? This is only going to go one way, I'll be honest with y'all. And it's going to go a bad way towards Laura. And I can just see it happening, the abuse and shit she's going to get from this. And no one don't know what's going on with them.
Taurian,
You know what I mean?
You know what? Do you know what? From what she said about EQ and about the transgender community as a whole, she deserves the abuse. She does.
No, but look what she said to Laura about her being black. Like, come on, man.
Right. And I
understand, like,
I don't agree with that. I
exactly.
do not agree with that.
All right, so cool. Let's, because I feel like people on TikTok here, they're not in reality. They're not in real life. They're in metaverse. Do you understand? When someone's constantly been racist to you numerous amount of times.
She said one thing.
No, babe. I'm talking about before you was even on the scene, when she was telling Laura that she should go roll in the mud to make her skin black. When she was telling Laura things about her hair. When she was telling Laura about her dark skin looking like a sheep's poo and all these types of things. I'm talking about them days. People don't forget that, Rosie. And I'm sure Laura hasn't forgot that either. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's like when you've you've gone under so much, you're a trans woman, do you get it? So you understand like hatred, you understand discrimination and so forth, yeah? And when she's been so much racially abused, bruv, like at this point, I don't give a fuck.
Two wrongs don't make a right, though, do they?
No, 100%. Two wrongs ain't gonna make it right, 100%. But at the same time, we can't tell people when to not and when to and not to tolerate disrespect.
If you listen to it, it's what I'm trying to say to you is, I don't agree with what EQ said. I'm not saying that's right. I'm 100% not. What I'm saying is, because EQ said X, does that give the right for Laura to say Y? Do you know what I mean?
Bro, I'll be on. Like I said, at this point, if I'll be honest with you, see if Evil Queen came up to me and said something racist to me again, I'm being transphobic to her. I don't care. I am. I'm gonna go to hell. No, it's not right. That's what I'm saying to you. That's what I'm trying to understand. I know it's not right. It's not. It wouldn't be a right thing for me to go back with her 100%. But at the same time, you can't tell me what I should tolerate as disrespect or not. We're all human, like what people like to say.
Taurian should better.
Yeah, we are better than that. But at the same time, like I said, you don't know what she can say that can make me like you. Look, what you might tolerate as disrespect, I might not tolerate as disrespect. Do you understand do you get what I'm not saying? I will be transphobic. I'm speaking hypothetically.
No, I get it. And I'm not, I can't judge how you want to react. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. What I'm saying is that, you know, if it was me, and that I'm thinking personally, I'd want to be better than someone that was being racist, homophobic, transphobic, whatever it was, xenophobic, whatever.
Yeah.
I'd try my hardest, and I know it's easier to go for the, you know, you aim for the easiest thing. I get it. Like, you know, I get it. But at the same time, like...
But when you gotta understand, when you're constantly being goaded, like the other day, Evil Queen done a video about racism and had Laura's face with a gorilla. Like, what are you trying to show here?
I've not seen that.
And this is this was just 2-3 days ago. Go look at her page. Like, you're goading, you're goading. You want her to be transphobic at this point. Because what the hell have you got to do with putting Laura's face in an AI racist video with a gorilla in the back? You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. And at this point, we can't get you because you're always inside your 4 doors with your velvet crush curtains. So we're going to, you know, understand. Because, like I don't know. I'm just realistically speaking. And this is not me saying that transphobia is right. And no, it's not right. 100%. I get it. But people need to be, you don't need to be more realistic, man. Honestly.
I get it. And the thing is, like, most people on here like think I'm transgender, and that's fine, but I'm not. But it's fine. So I'll accept it. But at the same time, like, I just think EQ is her own person, and she's got her own opinions and whatever. I'm not saying they're right. There's so much more that you could go at her for than that one thing.
Boy, but I hear it, but boy, I don't know, man. When you're constantly being goaded every day, when you're constantly being bullied, when you're constantly being raped, as much as people may not like Laura, whatever, like, right is right and wrong is wrong. That woman gets it, bro. She gets it all the time.
And that's what, do you know, go back maybe 3-4 weeks ago when I was in Brixton, Talia's Live, I was Laura and Jack's biggest supporter. And I guarantee it, the screen recordings, everything. I was saying, I'm so happy for them, etc., etc. It's all there in proof. I never had a problem. And I would never be racist. It's not in my DNA to do that. Like, I'm not bothered. So all I was doing was supporting both of them. What annoyed us was when Laura called us a tramp and all that stuff. And yeah, we all have trampy ways. I'm not saying I'm not. You know, we've done what we've done. When she said that, I was like, what? Like, this is weird. And then she called us out on different things. And I was like, this is strange. And then that's when 2 weeks ago, When Jack went on the bender, as everyone knows, when Laura cussed him out on live, he messaged me on Snapchat, asked me friends. Do you know what? Tomorrow, I'll WhatsApp me friends tomorrow in the group chat and just say, can you confirm that Jack messaged us 2 weeks ago? And I'll show you the messages, because that's what happened. I was in Filthies. It was on Big Market in Newcastle. It's called BIGG Market in Newcastle. And that's where I was, in Filthies. That's the bar I was in. And that's what happened.
Okay, cool. So I'm guessing you're a woman's girl, like you're a woman's woman, right? From what I've heard you say and whatever, yeah? I like to think you're a woman's woman, yeah? So you putting up these messages on big TikTok, big social media with over 800 people. It again, like if you had that relationship with Laura where you lot was cool and you was rooting for their relationship.
I don't have a relationship.
Not all right.
Laura
maybe the word,
would,
but I'm saying you just said that you was happy for them, like you was rooting for them or whatever. Yeah.
No, Laura ruined the relationship by calling us a tramp online.
Okay, wait. Let me just land with what I'm saying quickly. Yeah. Like, cool. You was rooting for their relationship and whatever. Someone calling you a tramp, not saying it is a bit rude, but someone calling you a tramp shouldn't then make you proceed to then go and show messages from her current boyfriend because you're a woman. Because, like, you're a woman's... Like, come on, man, Rosie, we're not dumb here. Do you understand? I just feel like...
So if someone called you a tramp, what would you do? What would you do?
Well, I'd probably call him a tramp back. But like I said, if I had that relationship... if it's someone that was rooting for my relationship that called me a tramp... I'm going to message you privately and be like, bro, like, what is this all about? That's what I would do.
No, I don't think she's a tramp, though. So I wouldn't call her it. I don't think she's a tramp. I would never call her that. I think she's a nice woman. I would never call her a tramp because she's not. And she doesn't know me to call me a tramp. So, no, I would never, ever go back and be like, you're a tramp.
Guys, I'm listening to Rosie. I'm having Rosie, do you feel like I'm coming at you in any type of way?
Of course not.
Like, we're good. Like, we're having a comment. I don't have no issue with... I don't have no issue with Rosie.
I'm not, but like, I would never, ever call anyone a tramp, ever. Because it doesn't bother... Like, she calls me a tramp, fine. Did I react straight away? No. I let it go, but thought about it for 2 weeks, sent the parcel back, and then... seen what she was saying about EQ, which is not right. Whether you like EQ or not saying that she's right or wrong, but to say that about EQ is not right. So, no. Laura can sit there and pretend that she's happy with Jack. Jack's 28 years old. I'm 33 this year. Laura's nearly 40. With Jack's messaging other girls, as Brooklyn proved, as I proved, and that's what's happening, and that's the truth.
But you ain't like, obviously this message here, but it shows that it's in fact, like, it's not really like, it doesn't show that he's been messaging you while he's in a relationship with Laura.
Right. Well, like I said, tomorrow I'll message my friends on the group chat, and I will show whilst we were in the bar that we were in, and I messaged them saying, "Oh my God, Jack's messaged us." And I will literally show what happened. Because why would I lie? I don't care about Jack. No, it's not that I don't care, but that sounds awful. It's not that I don't care about him. It's that I don't have any romantic feelings towards him. So I don't have any ties to him. I don't want him back. Do you know what I mean? So it's strange, the fact that what I'm trying to say is EQ showed the pattern of behaviour of what he does. I'm trying to show the pattern of behaviour what he does, and this is to warn Laura. I like Laura, that's the thing. It's not me.
From EQ side, she's trying to warn Laura. She's doing it to spite them. Maybe your intentions might be a bit different, but
she may be.
EQ's, please, she's not doing it for anything apart from herself.
She may be, and that's up to EQ. That's EQ's prerogative. I'm saying that she deserved better. That's what I'm trying to say. Charlotte, if you liked Laura, why didn't you tell her? Because she called us a tramp.
Yeah, exactly. But when she called you a tramp, why didn't you show these messages there and then? Why did you wait for them to be on holiday?
If you look at the comments on the videos where she called her the tramp, I did. So if you look at the comments on the videos, I did. It wasn't thingy. So it wasn't a case of I went silent. Look at the comments and you'll see what I said. And you'll see.
Right. Absolutely not. I have class, morals. How can you defend Jack behaviour? Buffy, you're not Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and your dog's ugly. Don't come for me, bitch. Leave me alone.
Who's Buffy Slayer?
So annoying. Just everywhere I am. Just, got something to say. Like,
let's invite her in the box. Come on, Buffy Slayer. Come on.
Bring her in the box.
Yeah. Like, come on, you're such a big person, say Taurian. Like,
isn't it?
You know,
get in the box, love. Hurry up, babe.
Say to Taurian what you got to say. Like, me and Tori can disagree, and we can still chat like adults. It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter.
Literally. Like I said, I don't have an issue with you. Do you know what I mean? You ain't done nothing to me, or.
And that's the thing. Like, there's nothing. I invite the tea in as well. But there's nothing to talk about. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we can all disagree about different things and have different opinions. And that's fine. Like, nobody cares. But at the same time, Laura's got a big following. EQ's got a big following. That's fine. Nobody cares. Like, I don't have a big following. And I'm happy with that.
On that note, can everyone follow me? Thanks.
You all right, Rosie?
Oh, I'm all good. T, how are you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad.
Oh,
I was just in the comments, but seeing as you invited me up, I thought I'd come in.
Well, someone said at the tea, Taylor T. What are you going to tell us, T?
Well, I think they expect me to have a go at you, but that won't be happening.
Have a go. I don't know. I don't even know. Do you know what? I don't even know what I've done wrong. Like, I wish I could say, like, I've done something wrong, but I don't think I have.
No, it's like I just said then. One creator, if someone supports that creator, no matter what they say, it's gospel. But then if somebody else says something and they don't agree with it, they want receipts, they want dates, they want proof, they want your birth certificate, they want your national insurance number, they want absolutely everything. But if it's someone they support, then whatever they say is gospel.
And the thing is, like, I'm not EQ's biggest fan and she's not my biggest fan. So, like, I'm not supporting EQ and she's not supporting me. All we are doing is we're literally saying, this is what we've been through. We've been through the same experience, and that's it. We're not friends. We're not speaking to each other offline. We're not fucking besties. It is what it is, and that's it. And I don't agree with some of the things EQ said. She doesn't agree with some of the things I've said, and that's it. Why?
Yeah, it is what it is, to be perfectly honest. You know what I mean? Like, if you fell out with someone that you've got your own reasons to. So, to be fair, though, I do agree with what Taurian said. If obviously you weren't around back in the day, to be fair, EQ did say a lot of racist stuff. To be fair, I can't lie, it's in my repost. So, like, that is true. She weren't, like, gassing about that. That is true. I have seen it, and it was bad. But at the same time, obviously, you can't justify transphobia either. So it depends what. Obviously, everyone's has their own belief. Everyone is in different communities. People support who they want to support. You can't tell people. It's a hard one because obviously she has been racist and there has been transphobia. So it is a hard one, but. And with Jack, you're always going to have respect to him because obviously you've been with him. And
the thing is, like, there's, you know, it's both as bad as each other. I'm not saying Transphobia doesn't cancel out racism, and racism does not cancel out transphobia. It is equally as bad. I'm not saying one or the other. What I'm saying is, as a witness now, obviously I've not experienced the racism because obviously I'm not a person of colour. So I can't experience that. What I'm saying is the only thing I've seen is Jack saying X, Y, Z about his ex, not me, but about her. That's bad. And that's where I can comment because that's where I've got knowledge. I don't have knowledge of the racism. Had I had knowledge of the racism, I'd happily talk about it. But I don't.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. This is why it's going to be hard because obviously you've not seen that, you weren't obviously about those times.
No, it isn't.
So it is obviously going to be difficult. I don't know. You're probably just best, obviously, actually speaking if you can speak to her offline, or I don't know. But there is going to be that massive divide because obviously you're offended by the transphobia, obviously, but people are still going to be offended by the racism. Like, I don't like EQ whatsoever.
No.
So even me being up here is like mad because I'm your mod and I can't stand the bitch. But
I'm not, do you know what? I couldn't kill it. And this sounds awful, but I'm not bothered about transphobia for me. I'm bothered about transphobia for her. I'm not, I couldn't care less.
well, then why are you not bothered about racism for Shep?
Because I am bothered about racism for
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to ask that. I'm sorry, I do love you, Rosie, but I'm going to have to ask
I
that.
know. And I'm
You know
up for
me,
difficult
I'm straight.
No, up for difficult questions. What I'm saying is, call me what you want, whatever. I know who I am, know what I am, know what I was born as, know what I've done to be who I am. And that's fine. That's me. But Jack's not mentioned me on a live. He's mentioned EQ. I don't want to be mentioned. What I'm saying is, and it's a pug life, I don't want to befriend EQ. It's not about that. It's about the fact
Just ignore the comments.
It's sad the fact that he was with her a lot. I was with him for like 3 weeks. I'm not bothered. It's sad that he was with somebody that is transgender or however she wants to class herself. I don't know. And he's bad-mouthing her on a live with his new girlfriend and they both talk about her. That's what's sad. And I don't agree with the racism and I would disagree with that as well. And it's a pug live, Rosie, if you're not, but no, I'm stirring the pot because it was somebody I was with and he's now speaking about, who would, like, in the comments, you feel free to comment, and even people in the boxes, I would be so annoyed if my boyfriend was talking about their ex all the time. Like,
Do you watch EQ?
no, I
live?
don't watch it because I've had her blocked for ages. It's not been the thing.
She talks about Jack and Shep like a lot. Like, obviously, it used to be like the CLA show, didn't it? And now she's moved on to like
He's
them
put like
two.
3 different videos of them up.
Yeah, she antagonizes them a lot, Rosie. Like a lot.
I just don't know.
Can't lie. Like, to be honest, she does. And she says everything that Jack's doing with Shep now, he did exactly with me.
Yeah, literally. Like, even that there's a video, yeah? This is how you know the woman's sick. Obviously, Jack's hurt his eye, yeah? And he's obviously sitting next to Laura and he's going live like they're talking. She's basically done the same video of him with a black eye and he's sitting next to her and they're talking. Like, she antagonizes them so much. Like, just leave them alone. Like, leave them alone, babe.
Right, but let me ask this question. So Jack is Jack, and I don't judge anyone on any preferences they have. Do what they want to do. I don't care. Why did Jack go with a trans person on Naked Attraction who had a ding-dong, let's say, and then has now chased Brooklyn? And this is not me outing Brooklyn because Brooklyn admitted this in the live earlier, that she's got a ding-dong. Why is Jack chasing people that have got those appendages?
Yeah, but where's the proof that he's been messaging Brooklyn or
She showed the proof. I'm not even lying. She showed the
can
proof.
Brooklyn come back up so we can see this evidence?
No, why is Jack chasing people? I've got a vagina. Do you know what I mean? I'm happy with mine. EQ's got one. We're both happy with it. Why is Jack chasing people that have got penises? Do you know what I mean? Why is Jack
Well,
chasing?
we don't know that. It's his word against. You know what I mean?
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not anyone's word against anyone. Jack is chasing people.